Welcome to the Maximus Minute. Today, I want to talk about me. I want to talk about my birthday, my 45th birthday. But there's some lessons in it for you. So turning 45, it's caused me to reflect a lot. It's kind of like a milestone birthday. You know what I mean? You turn 41, you turn 42, you don't really think about it that much. But hitting 45, like that's a big one for me. One of the reasons it's so big is that I lost my dad. My dad died when I was younger. He died in his 40s. And I've always been cognizant since the day he died that your ticket can get punched at any time. Your number can be up at any time. The time is really limited. You know, I'm rapidly approaching the same age my dad was when he died. And in some ways it's a little bit scary, to be honest with you. Like I could, not live to see tomorrow. And so I guess when this all happened, when I was 20 years old, I made a decision there and then to live life to the fullest. That I wanted to do the best I could to invest in me and live out my dreams. Because again, that time is limited. And I've just been looking over my career and man, I guess I've managed to do a lot. You know, I fought in the UFC. I won submission of the night in the UFC. I've won a few Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu Masters World titles. I acted in a movie that was on Amazon Prime and Apple TV. Men's Health named me one of the 100 fittest men of all time to ever walk the earth. I'm featured regularly in Men's Health. I ran one of the most famous gyms in the world, Jim Jones. I've trained people in the NBA, the NFL. I've trained almost every Tier 1 asset in the United States military by group, special operations military. For people that don't know what a Tier 1 asset is, I mean, like, I've had a pretty wild ride. And, I guess my mentality since I was 20 years old is all gas, no brakes, just pouring everything I could into being the best human being that I could be. And one of the areas where that really starts is the gym. I really believe with all my heart that the gym translates to the rest of your life. You see, fitness, working out, investing in yourself, that's the only area of your life where you have complete 100% control. I talk about this in my book, Maximus Body. I mean, there's another thing I did. I wrote a best-selling book for Men's Health. It's pretty incredible, but one of the things I talk about in my book is life's beyond your control. Like, you could be a perfect spouse, a perfect partner, and your partner could cheat on you. You could run a perfect business and the economy could come and just wreck everything. I mean, we just went through that as a society. You could be a perfect driver, have a perfect driving record, and be seated at a red light, and someone who's on their cell phone not paying attention could hit you from behind and ruin your perfect driving record. Like, there's so much of this life that's completely 100% beyond our control. My dad dying, it had nothing to do with me. Like, I had no control over that. But when it comes to fitness, that's not true. I can't promise you'll be world class. I can't promise you'll be the best in the world, an Olympic gold medalist. You'll be a world champion. But I can promise you, if you show up every day and you work hard, you will be better than you were yesterday. And, conversely, if you don't show up, you'll be worse off than you were. Like, you have complete control over this. And that's what I've always loved about the gym. The other thing, the gym is a safe place to fail because it doesn't really matter. Like, failing a big job interview, that matters. Failing at a world championship, that matters. Failing in the real world, yes, that matters. But in the gym, it's a laboratory where you can experience failure. You can experience failing again and again and again and again, and then learn how to succeed. And the skills, the perseverance, the discipline, the dedication, that stuff all transfers to the real world. I mean, I've seen people who are broken, on the verge of divorce, unemployed, miserable, unhappy, start to get themselves put together in the gym, and then every area of life that I just mentioned blossoms. It's really incredible. It's also a great way to build confidence from the inside out. And the gym is the one area where it's 100% earned. You can be a rich kid that your parents left you a trust fund and you got handed everything. You can get lucky. You can win the lottery. I mean, there's so many ways you can luck out, But the gym, you have to earn it. And it's funny because people are like, oh, well, rich people have an edge. Not really. There's plenty of rich people out there that can't figure out how to get fit. You see this is 100% earned. And that's why at 45, and I guess this is why I'm thinking about this, I started working out when I was 15, hard. Like I've literally dedicated 2/3 of my life to this. And it's really, really paid dividends. So I guess if I have one message for you, I have a couple, um, actually, but the messages I have for you today are: number one, live life to the fullest because you don't know when your ticket's going to be punched. Like really, really take that to heart. My dad died at 49. I could have 4 years left. That's not a lot of time. It's scary, actually. Number two, invest in yourself. You're worthy of it. You deserve it. And number three, the work you put in the gym, I promise you, it will pay off in every other area of your life. It will make your entire world better. And a lot of people look at self-care, they look at working out, they look at that stuff as selfish. It's not selfish. It's actually the most selfless thing you can do for your kids, for your partner, for people, for humanity. If you want to make the world a better place, if every single person, I want you to think about this, if every single person on this planet just did something every day to better themselves, if every single person on this planet was healthier, they were happier, they were kinder, they were more resilient to disease and stress and all those things, do you have any idea what the global effect of that would be? How much better the world would be? It would be incredible. And I don't know if you can hear him. My kid's watching Rampage actually with The Rock in the other room. He's 3. He loves Rampage, the big monkey George. But he absolutely loves the movie. But he's yelling out there and having a great time. But what a precious gift to give a kid, a role model who's interested in fitness, a dad that keeps himself healthy. Like I don't want him to lose his dad. At 49, like I lost mine. Teaching him that investing in himself is the most important thing he could do. Teaching him about self-care, self-love. Like that's the most selfless act you can give a kid, being a father. So just a couple of things to think about. My 45th birthday, I really appreciate you all. Couldn't do what I do without your love and support. And I am grateful. So do me a favor for my birthday today. Go do something for you. Invest in you. Go for a walk, work out, eat something healthy. I want you to do something to better yourself. If everyone could do that, the world would be an amazing place. Love you all.